I had to go into my basement because it's too bright outside to test this new light I got. It's the X21 Pro by Sokani and it's really bright. Unbox montage. Comparing the specs of the X21 Pro with the X21, it has significantly more LEDs, 112 that output slightly more light. And the adjustment between 3000 and 6500 is just fine. And the rest, well, the battery is a lot bigger, 3000 instead of 1600. It's also a bit heavier with 160 grams, but it's still on the fine side. They both have a very high CRI of 97, but there's one thing that separates them tremendously. It's the Usbc charging. This might be, well, this is just a selling point for most of us. It charges with what you have at hand. It comes with a diffuser that sits on it on magnets, and the diffuser can hold the gels that come with the lamp. They are a bit too big actually, so if you were to cut off this excess material on the sides, they would fit in this pouch that comes with a lamp. The pouch itself, okay, it's a pity this tripod doesn't really fit in there with the cables and everything. It's a little too clunky and bulky with the cable and everything, so you can try to fit it in there. But I would actually just buy a second one of those lamps and put them both in one pouch. The pouch is a little... Who would wear this on their belts? Okay, alright. The lamp itself feels pretty solid. It has those threads for tripod mounts, so you can of course just screw it onto your camera, and then you can screw something else on top of it, like a little monitor or something. I don't really know if you would do that, but yes, it's nice to have those in there. It has this two-line display which displays the temperature of the light that you can change in 100 increments, and it also changes the intensity. Those intensity changes, they don't really look like incrementing 5%. It's just, I mean, there's one problem with it. If you were to check the flickering of this light, just take your mobile phone and do something nasty. Just film the lamp in slow motion, and you will see a slight flickering on the LEDs. But I don't think you will notice that in a 25 or 50p recording. Just don't use it on something below 100 if you're doing slow motion. I mean, that's not too much to ask, is it? The overall build of the lamp is pretty well done. It feels metally and solid. The LEDs are protected by this extra layer of acrylic glass, and the diffuser that really just sits on it with those magnets, which is super convenient, holds on pretty well. It will not fall off. The whole light is a neat, intense light, and the 3000 milliampere hours are just fine, I think. I'm going to test how long it runs, but it feels like it's going to run for a long while. So this is the camera manually set to 3000K and the lamp set to 3000K, and it just looks fine, I think, I guess. Maybe it's a little bright. Perhaps I should just tone it down a little. So this is what happens on a very small distance, but yes, this is what happens. And now let's have a look how the camera is set to 5000 manually and the light set to 5000 compare to this other, well, 3000K adjustment. And from this, well, let's go to the maximum. Let's push it up to 6500 and also set the camera to 6500. And now let's see how this compares. It still feels a little, well, okay. So this now is 6500 with a gel that is very CTO. It's the CTO that comes with the light, and the camera is set to 3000 Kelvin. And it still looks fine, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna see afterwards in the edit, but you see a little more curve in the contrast of my hand, for example. So it feels a little more natural on the monitor. Let's see what happens if I edit this whole thing. One important thing about this light, if you turn it on, then you have to wait for a second because the system inside boots up and then it's ready to run. So you press the button and it's on, and then you can manually choose the brightness. Maybe I should wait until I'm getting paid to say that, but right now, having bought this lamp and not being paid to say it, it feels like a good lamp for the price. 69 euros is not too much for something that comes with a battery, a lot of add-on material like the stand and the gels, and it's so easy to handle. It really feels solid and well done. I'm sure Gerald Undone will do a sophisticated review of this light because it just came out, and I hope to see some more information about this light because I'm not a pro about those photo lights and those small video lights. I just use them, and I thought this is something I would try to point you to. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, and if you have any more questions, just ask them in the comment section. I will try to answer them. And if you are interested in my content, well then subscribe to this channel and press the bell so you don't miss anything, and I'll be seeing you next time.